Good morning, Internet. Welcome back to the Wills Bills fam. I woke up yesterday morning with one thing on my mind, and it was to cut my fingernails. And I didn't do it for some reason, and I paid the price. I was breaking down some boxes, and wouldn't you know, I bent my fingernail back. And I said a few bad words in my head, not out loud, and now I'm gonna trim my nails finally. Friendly reminder today, just go do the thing that you wanna go do before it's too late.
Okay, we're gonna multitask here and prepare some lunch and dinner for me to be able to go to work and give you a couple updates because we have some cool things happening the last couple days. One is today we canceled 3 bills totaling $129 a month, and that feels pretty good. I basically did what I normally do. I open up our spreadsheet that has our bills and our expenses listed on it and our income and all that, and does all the calculations, and I stared at it for, I don't know, hour, 2?
About an hour.
I just stare at it and try to figure out how to make it better. But anyway, today we decided to cut 3 different bills that we determined were not adding enough value for us to justify the cost. Obviously, $129 a month is not a ton. What we do know is that a lot of small purchases add up. So the more we can whittle it down, the better. And we're trying to carry this new mindset we have into the future, live more frugally, keep our investment goals more in mind, and overall just make much better decisions when it comes to our spending. So it felt really good to cancel those bills. Honestly, it's not a loss because the things we were paying for weren't adding that much value. So I don't think we're gonna even feel it. The lesson we learned there was a lot of times you're paying for stuff that you don't even care about, and that's not necessary or helpful for anyone.
Right.
So at this point, I don't know how much more we'll be able to do that with our bills. We have it down to a really small list, but we do have our list of expenses: food, gas, clothes, stuff for the kids, stuff for the house, personal care, medical bills, auto maintenance, stuff like that. And right now we have a certain amount budgeted for that each month, but our hunch is that we have a lot of money budgeted for that. And what we're gonna do is take the next couple months and kind of experiment with this new frugal outlook and see how little we can spend without feeling like we're still in a no spend challenge. So hopefully what we find is that the amount we're budgeting is actually way more than what's needed, and we can cut that down to a more reasonable amount, which will provide a greater yield at the end of the month and hopefully speed up our financial goals in the process. I'm not doing the salmon prep, I'm just standing here talking. Obviously I have a one-track mind, just like every other dumb male human on the planet. Anyway, to sum all that up, this month, now that we're toward the end of it, is really yielding a lot of benefits for how we see our finances and how we're managing them for the future. It's really starting to bear fruit, I would say.
I agree.
If you're wondering what I'm doing, I took a thing of canned salmon, which is just a thing we do every summer if we can, and I'm mixing it with this habanero sort of salsa, hot sauce stuff, and that's gonna be part of my dinner tonight. The other big thing that we wanted to let you guys know about is just how much people have been giving to us this month. We feel incredibly loved. Honestly, you guys know that my dad has dropped off groceries multiple times. Her mom has been dropping off groceries, and then last night we had our brown friends drop off some stuff, and then today our black friends dropped off some stuff.
see what you did there.
What I meant was that our friends who have the last name of Brown dropped off some goodies for us last night with a little note, and it just felt so good to receive that. All the stuff in there was very useful, and we feel energized when people give to us in that way. And then my family, the second foster home that I was in when I was growing up, dropped off a huge bounty today, and we're actually gonna eat a bunch of it for lunch. Their last name is Black. Anyway, it is amazing to have people giving to us in this way. We feel incredibly humbled. Not only is it fun to feel like we're doing this challenge with our community, it's great to be able to realize up close and personal the impact that generosity has on the person you're giving to. It's very life-giving. It just makes us feel and think more positively about everything, and it's awesome. We really feel like this is how the world is supposed to go. We're doing this challenge, but we feel like we're in it with all of our friends and family, and without even asking, they are encouraging us by giving and helping us along, and it's just awesome. It's cool. It's fun to be a part of. I wish we were not in a no spending challenge, because I would love to just go buy a bunch of cool random gifts for them and return the love, because we are feeling so loved right now. Yeah. So we're gonna McFly. Anyway, we're just thankful. We love you guys. We're gonna keep preparing lunch and dinner for me so I can go to work here shortly, and I guess you get to hang out with Crystal and the kids the rest of the day if there's any time left for that.
Yes.
Transition.
All right, it is a little bit later in the day, and I've got the cutest little passengers with me, Emery and Nash, and we are going to check out a park that apparently lets you fly your drone in Anchorage. We live right next to the airport, so obviously can't fly your drone there or anywhere near our house. And then we've had a few friends that are more frequent drone flyers that have gotten in trouble-ish by, I don't even know who they've gotten in trouble with, but we've just heard that they've gotten in trouble for flying their drone in the Chugiak State Park, which is pretty much most of Anchorage. And so, anyways, long story short, I Googled places in Anchorage that you could fly your drone, because we thought it'd be fun to get a little bit of footage of Anchorage for the vlog, and for those of you that don't live in Anchorage or Alaska and can get a little peek of what we get to see every single day. Our original idea was to drive down to our family cabin down in Hope, which is about an hour and a half south of Anchorage, and get some footage there because it sits on the water and could get some really cool drone shots. But Jess just started his work week, and he is not off work again until February 1st. So we aren't going to need ideas for the vlog anymore, because I don't think we'll be continuing this daily vlog into February. We might do some. We haven't really talked much about it yet. But anyways, long story short, I don't want to drive out to the cabin, just the kids and I. And so I actually took some drone footage of Hope this summer. And so I thought about putting it in right here to give you a little peek of one of the most beautiful places on earth. All right, so we are back from our little excursion to see about the drone flying, and we saw this sign that says you can fly remote control aircraft But I am extra careful when it comes to breaking the law in this capacity, because back in 08 or 09, I filmed a little video when I went to go visit some family down in Southeast Alaska. I won't get into the details here because there's still a little bit of paranoia going on that I might still get in trouble even though it's been over 10 years. But long story short, I filmed some footage that involved feeding some Steller sea lions, and I put it on YouTube because I wanted our family from out of state to see our little fun adventure. And NOAA, National Oceanic Association, something, I don't know, and another A. Pretty much the ocean police found our video on YouTube, and they were like threatening a felony and $10,000 fine. We were violating the Steller Sea Lion Act of 1978 or something like that. So I am wanting to be extra careful about flying a drone and putting it on the internet. So make sure you do your research, people. So yeah, we're gonna call it a day. Gonna get some more stuff done this evening, and we will
See you on the next one.